Hey everyone, welcome back to EverQuest, the Hero's Journey. We're here on the level 53 Shadowknight Rogue Shaman, and we've got 759 AA points with 9 points saved. Most recently, I've upgraded my Radiant Cure AA ability. Let's see where we are now. We're up to rank 6 out of 9. I was at 1 out of 9 for the longest time. I think it was 3 points, 6 points, 9 points, 3 points, 6 points. Yeah, I don't know. I think it was staggered, like to get to rank 3, and then it went down, and then up to rank 6. So we did that, and I also did Hastened Curing, I think it was called. Hastened Curing, yeah, all 3 ranks of that. I think it was either 6 points total, 222, or maybe it was 9 points total, 333, to reduce the cooldown of Radiant Cure. I'm not sure if there's anything else I've purchased that's worth mentioning. Yeah, I don't think so. So we're here in Velketor's Labyrinth, and we're in a non-respawning instance. We are going to go after the named mobs here. The boss in this zone, Velketor, the Sorcerer. I think there's also a named that might be in the pits somewhere. This one, I don't even want to try to pronounce his name. Yeah, so those are the 2 main targets I'm gonna go after. Maybe we'll save Velketor for last. Yeah. All right. So I have spent a bunch of time in here. I think I did a recording here, and have been grinding a bunch of AA points. It's been pretty good. No complaints about the experience rate. There's plenty of mobs here, and there's multiple like levels of the zone. So there's things that are high on the, which axis would that be? Y? No, Z axis, like up, down, and low on the Z axis. So I've been using my pet to try to help me out with pulling. So like if I'm up here, there might be mobs down below that I can't hit via melee, but they are in range for me to tell my pet to attack. So pet would go down and attack them and bring them up here, or they would summon me down if they are of level to summon, and the pet damages them enough. So I've been getting around the zone pretty easily. Definitely taking advantage of the infectious cloud synergy with the new Shaman AA ability, Shamanic Curse. It's Yeah, so the infectious cloud applies an AE dot. It's kind of unreliable though. I don't know if it's the range or things are resisting it, but when I have large pack of mobs, I'm having to cast it multiple times, usually on different targets to try and target a different like small area to make sure everything has got the dot on it. And then by the time I get around to attacking those things, they're usually lost a chunk of health from mostly from the ticks of the Shamanic Curse. You can see in my crit window here, like Infectious Cloud is critting for 238, and that's the AE dot, but the Shamanic Curse, 1441 when it crits. Alright, so we're gonna head down to the pit first. I guess you call it the pit, I don't know. That's what I call it. The lower area. Down here, I forgot about there's traps down here. I did bind my sense trap key to the key I use to move forward, my W key. I don't know, on the off chance that it will help. Right now it's very low. It was like 4 when I bound it, and now it's like, I don't know, 60. You can see it just went up right there, 66. All right. I did get a couple more ranks of mystical attuning, I think it was called. The AA that like lets you get more buff slots. So haven't been having to worry about that too much. Part of the reason why I was here was to try and get a spell. I'm looking for, I think it's called Shroud of Death. It's the level 55 Shadowknight life tap proc. So it would be the upgrade to Scream of Death, which we've had since like 40, 30, I don't know, high 30s, low 40s. So the Scream of the Shroud of Death is level 55 and drops here. However, the mobs that it drops off of, it has like very low chance. I don't know, like 2%, 4% chance to drop. And yeah, I've had no luck. Velketor, the boss here, has like a 9% chance to drop it though, so maybe we'll get lucky. There's 2 versions of it, and I don't know what the difference is. There's a version that comes from Chardock, which I actually have in the bank. In the time I spent in Chardock, it wasn't too bad to just run by the spot where the named guy spawns that can drop the spell, and yeah, eventually I got it. That one's called, I think it's called Shroud of Undeath, and then the one that drops here is called Shroud of Death or something. I don't know. They're 2 different spells. They have the same life tap proc, but the one from Chardock might do something a little different. Like maybe it turns you into a skeleton or something, whereas the one from here doesn't. I don't know. All right, trying to find my way down. Wait, that's where we came from, right? So we got to go over here and then down, and we're gonna go down over here. So in my time here, I've just been pulling large packs of mobs, not really worrying about stuff. I do get low on health, but once I start, oh my goodness, oh my goodness, what is going? I can't get through the. What the heck? Can't get through that room. It kept knocking me back. Once I start like hitting stuff, killing stuff, my health just like it's almost like I'm like unkillable. As long as I'm meleeing things, getting my life tap procs, if I have mortal coil, um, yeah, it's yeah, just been face tanking like 30 mobs at a time, which is why I've had this infectious cloud up. Get the AE dot slash chance to slow them on. So I'll show you my inventory in 1 second. I've spent many hours here. Show you all the spells I picked up. I have like, I don't know, 16, 17 different spells, and not one of them is the spell I'm looking for. I can't seem to loot these. Let me see if the corpses are broken. Corpse button there. Okay. Yeah, so if you check out my bags, uh, let's see, the spare pouch is 14 slot, 15, 16, so we got 18 different spells that we've got to drop here, and multiple, like, yeah, a lot of them we've had multiples drop, and none of them are the ones we're looking for. All right, let's see. I'm not sure what this Lord, yeah, Lord D. I'm not even gonna attempt to pronounce his name. Sorry. Um, I don't know what he does, but I I think he should be scared. All right, he's over there. There we go. He's like almost like an Ifriti. He's like a frozen Ifriti or something. All right, let's get some buddies and go visit him. Hello. A lot of hit points on this guy. Try to get some more dots on him. Don't think I've ever killed him before. I probably should watch my oh man, he's flurrying. Yeah, he's doing pretty good. He's doing better than I expected. My my melee slow that I got on him, and my just life taps are. I got. Is he gonna enrage? Did he enrage? Nope, that was flurry. Okay, no longer enrage. There we go. All right, we got him, and everything else. All right, you can't see a thing here. Oh, okay. So we got a couple of the pets. They are mindless undead minions. um, yeah, I can't control them at all. If I'm like trying to pull a pack of mobs, they will just stop and hit stuff and draw aggro actually. So they will tank things and when I don't want them to, and I can't do anything about it except go over to the thing that they're tanking and let it hit me instead. I haven't been able to pin down how long they last, these pet things. But yeah, um, they're kind of neat, but it's very hit or miss as far as how often you get one. I have had pretty bad luck. I will say trying to cast this infectious cloud with like 20 things hitting you is not fun. A lot of times I have to try to cast it like 3 or 4 times before I can actually get it off. Oh, speaking of that, I did throw a point into concentration AA. I figure eventually I'll max that out. It's it's kind of a silly one. I'll show you. Concentration. I think it was called concentration. So each rank increases your chance to not have item effects interrupted when you take damage. Um, there's 3 ranks. First rank was 3 points, I think, or second rank looks like is 6. I mostly did that because when I'm doing this, trying to use my Spear of Fate is difficult. Like, uh, so the clickable dot, it would be nice to just be able to click it and not have to worry about getting interrupted. I'm not sure if that is the case once you get it maxed out, or if it's just, I don't know, you end up with a 50% chance to not get it interrupted or something. All right, how many pets do we have here? There's looks like we got 3 now. We got a little terror guy, a ice terror guy. We got a kobold guy, and we got a specter slash shade guy. All right, so if we go, all right, we're gonna over here. Yeah, wait, we just triggered a trap, I think, or no, maybe we did. I don't know. Uh, there's, I did not know like how to get out of here. There's there's an invisible water way. If I step, like you can see the little hole in the ceiling here. If I step into that hole, I'm gonna be in water. And so I can sneak hide. Yeah, and if you swim up, you pop up of a you came out of a fountain. Came out of this fountain here. Um, I and I guess you can swim back down. I haven't actually used it to swim back down, but yeah. So and this is like Velketor's little castle or whatever you want to call it. Alrighty. Should probably go get him before these pets die, right? I don't know how long they last. We may have already lost a couple. Yeah, the kobold and the shade guy are gone. I've been working on leveling up the Easter eggs. I'm powering them up. Um, I don't know. I got a few more in the bank and a couple more in my bags. They're not dropping anymore. I figured I might as well power them up to legendary. I've gotten a handful of things. Glamour items like helm, um, um, uh, mace thing like a egg beater, um, a stick like egg staff, like to make your weapons look different. Um, all right, Valk is down there. What else? I got some more titles. What did we get? We got Not sure if we got any surname titles, any new ones. We did get the Bloom Touched. I think of the Golden Egg. Might have been it. Yeah, I don't know. Handful of titles. Got some more of the jelly bean candies. These things right here. That you click them and it's like 100 hit point heal or something, and mana. Kind of like potions, heal potions. What else have we got from those? All right, so here is Velketor the Sorcerer, and he's got his book. He always drops the book. Alrighty, what are we gonna do about these guys? They have like really low aggro range. They might not even aggro us. So, all right, here we go. Nope, they came for some fun. Dispelling me. Got some dots on them. Alright, maybe I'll kill these guys first. Okay. Honestly, no problem there. He hits hard, or at least I was taking chunks of damage. Like, he triple hits for, what was that, 500, 800, 400. So he was chunking me pretty good. And there's a quad right there. I mean, I guess I could have thrown a cripple on him or something, or tried harder to get a Melosi on him so that I could land more spells. Yeah, what's he got? Have my spell, please. No. Crystal Crown of Confusion. What does this have? Color skew? Clickable color skew. That's funny. Vermilion Robe of Torrefaction. Wizard. Enchanter. Shaw's Restoration. Beast Lord Pet Heal, I think. Oh, Arch Lich. Necro. Yeah, and apparently his guardians, these guys can drop the spell I'm looking for too. So I was here in the open world version of the zone, killing those guys when they respawned, and a bunch, and yeah, no luck. The spider guys. What is that? This, hang on. Something over there. Redcon. I want to kill it. Velketor's experiment. Oh, he's holding a cup. I interrupted his drinking. I think they're called Icy Guardians. That were down in the pit, guarding Lord D. Those apparently can drop the spell I'm looking for too. So I killed those as often as I could, along with the guys up here that spawn in Velk's room. And yeah, obviously no luck. What was that stuff that he just dropped? We got a whip, poisoned whip, Tina breath proc. And this thing, stain of bitter cold, all, primary, secondary. That's not good. Tribute Master will be happy. There's a named Ice Golem guy that can also drop. Is this him? Maybe. I think this guy spawns a mini him after he dies. Yeah. I don't know which one actually drops the loot. Okay, so the big guy just dropped a block of Valium. And the little guy drops the loot. Let's see if I can get a pull. Let's see. Pets are gonna go after that Cobalt Prophet guy. Pet, no, did not want to get summoned down there. Oh well. Looks like there's a. I wonder if we can get the pet to get. It's not. Okay. Get summoned back up, maybe. Oh, assassinate. Yep, there we go. So yeah, it's kind of cheesy to be doing this where I'm basically using the pets to like teleport around the zone by having them damage mobs so that they'll summon me, so I don't have to run to where the mobs are. But this zone, like things are kind of stacked on top of each other, like I was saying, on like the Z axis, like up down. So it's if you can get above or below stuff, generally your pet will be in range to take the attack command and go after the guy. I have not come down in this area before, so I don't know how to get out of this little pit. I guess I just try harder. Okay. We'll go get the kobolds. There should be a bunch of... Can you go get those for me? Alright, and then we'll go... we'll wait until I see more coming. No. Anybody in here? Come on. There's a server side 10-second cooldown on stuff summoning you. So if you get summoned by one thing or anything, everything has to wait 10 seconds before it can summon you again. Alright, we're taking some damage here, so we'll go Ancestral Aid. Probably gonna get... Alright. Should probably pay attention to my health, right? Uh-oh, uh-oh, uh-oh. Uh-oh. Oh, that was 0% health. But yeah, like I was saying, once I get attacking and start like chaining killing spree and I have mortal coil going, it's pretty hard to kill me. It's that initial engage where like there's 20 mobs charging at you and they're all swinging at the same time for a few seconds, until I start getting some of the life taps from my melee procs and mortal coil and stuff. Jelly bean, yuck. I wish I could just have my character leave auto attack on until I tell him to turn it off. Because when stuff dies, like when I lose my target and because something died, auto attack gets turned off, so I have to turn it back on again. And sometimes, I think I've mentioned this before. I, yeah, I don't know. Sometimes I inadvertently turn it off when I'm trying to turn it on because I need to press it so often because things are dying so quickly. All right. Which way to the kobolds? It's this way. All right. Well, we got Rabbit Bear up, so let's see if we can get some kobolds to kill. There's a named. Oh, there's a Redcon named there. Hello. Got too many dings there. I think one of them was, hang on a second, corpse. There we go. One of them was probably an AA point. The other one was the Easter egg leveling up to enchanted. Or up to 18. What is that? Did it say? Yeah, 18 AA points. I think we started this recording with 9, 8, something like that. Alright, did I get them all? Let's see. Alright, I think that guy's down below. Hang on, pet back. Yeah, alright. Yeah. See, so yeah, these guys are down in the pit down below. I just stood over him on the map and just told my pet to attack, and then that. Sometimes you get them to warp to you. I think if you're close enough. Other times, if you're far away, they'll try to run, and if they're hey, loot of the Howler. That's the Bard. Illusion Werewolf clickable thing. First time I've seen that here. But yeah, I was hoping to get my spell, the level 55 spell. I already have a version of it. I just, I don't know. I was in the zone. I figured it'd be cool to try and kill Velketor and the other named guy. I don't think there's any other names here that are that don't show up in the normal version. Yeah, I don't think so. I think all the other ones are like short respawn time. So that is going to be it for this one. Relatively short recording this time around. But we got a bunch of AA points. We killed Velketor. Got more spells. So yes, I have, what are we up to? 14, 15, 18, 20 different spells out of the zone, and not a single one of them is the one I was looking for. So yeah, I'm about a day or two into the newest patch where they introduced the Shaman, new Shaman AA, the Shamanistic Tongue or Shamanistic Curse thing, and the Shadowknight Shadow Curse thing where it summons the pets randomly. Definitely loving the Shaman one. I think I said that last time. The Shadowknight one is meh. Like it's something, but it's so unreliable. And also you can't do anything with the pets. Like you can't control them. You can't like tell them to get lost. You can't even click on them. The only way I've been able to see the health of those pets is by if something is attacking them or they are attacking something. I can target that thing and see what that thing is targeting, which is the summoned pet, to see its health. They are pretty powerful, though. They seem to be like clones of the NPCs, so that's kind of cool. And yeah, I haven't been able to pin down what the duration is. I want to say under 5 minutes, probably 2, maybe even less. I don't know. I haven't really been paying close attention to them. The most I've got to be up at one time is 2. And I think we caught that in this recording here. But yeah, and they hit decent, but they're kind of a novelty for me, at least right now. Like I don't need them. They don't add much. They're not going to make the difference between me killing something and not killing something. It's just like a neat thing, I guess. Would I spend the 6 AA points again? Yeah, probably. Yeah, probably. Yeah, I don't know what else I would spend it on instead. So yeah, probably. Um, yeah, I got to figure out what else to buy. I've been like pulling AA points just because I've been killing stuff and looking for drops, and I'm not really worrying about, oh, I got 3 AA points, let me spend them. Um, they're just piling up right now. There's a handful of things I need to finish off, I guess, like the combat stability, combat agility. Those are kind of steep though. Like there's 18 ranks, and I think each rank beyond 8 is like 5 points each. I'll have to look into that. So 50 points to finish off combat stability? I don't know about that. Um, and same with agility. If the 5 points per holds true, I don't know. Also, at rank above 8, you only get 2% per. So I've gotten like up to 8 for 3% mitigation and avoidance per. And, you know, above 8 is just not as enticing because it's expensive and you only get 2% for 5 points, 5 AA points. So there's just other things that I feel like I would rather spend the points on right now. More buff slots, even though I got a bunch. What are we at? Mystical attuning, we're at 9 out of 25. I didn't know you could get that many buff slots. I probably don't need that many. I think there's some that increase your hit points or I forget what it's called, natural or no, not heightened endurance. Maybe I already bought it. Yeah. Well, no, that's not the one I was thinking of. Physical enhancement? That might be it. That's might be what I was thinking of. It's the one that gives you improvement to your natural durability, natural stability, combat agility, combat stability. Yeah. Anyway, yeah, I'll try and figure out what to buy next. Oh, looks like my poison faded. So that's gonna be it for this one, guys. Hope you enjoyed the video. I think sometime soon, probably gonna stop handicapping myself and level up a bit. I don't know why. Just like been staying at level 53 for whatever reason. Yeah, I don't know. Uh, Maybe go to 55. Got a couple new levels of spells. And then, yeah, I'm not sure what will where we'll go next, what we'll do, what we'll kill. Um, I'll have to figure that out too. I've only ventured as far as the giant city, Kyle Drakkel. Have not passed over into the Awakening Lands, haven't picked up the waypoint there. Um, not gone, obviously not gone through Sky Shrine, Cobalt Scar, Siren's Grotto, Western Wastes, any Dragon Necropolis, any of that. So there's a handful of waypoints I still need to pick up in Velius. Um, I've been debating on whether I just want to knock that out, like just go get the waypoints and then figure out after like where I want to go next. So I might do that. Um, but yeah, again, thank you guys for watching as always. So until next time, take care.